Hey there, Spellhouse. Due to our grades on social studies today, we are going to go back and you're going to get another exit ticket score based off of your answers on this EduCanon to make sure that you get the information you needed from class today for your benchmark. So the one I want to focus on here that was false was the Great Wall of China was created to spread ideas of Chinese engineers. What would actually make this correct? Yeah, exactly. It was created for protection, and even more specifically, from the Mongols. This is in your homework. Make sure you have it in tomorrow. And then lastly, it wasn't ancient Mesopotamia that was heavily influenced by the caste system, but where? Yeah, ancient India, and that was actually because of Hinduism. So now moving on, what was the astrolabe, the compass, and the caravel? What did they all have in common? Well, first, what they all had in common is that they were all navigational tools. And then what were each one of these things? The astrolabe, the compass, and the caravel. So for those of you that didn't get complete credit for this question, this is what you needed. I asked for basically a 4-part question to tell me what each of these things was and what they all have in common. So the astrolabe was, restated, then a full answer. Same thing with the compass and the caravel. Then what they all have in common in detail. Something that they all have in common is that they were all new inventions to improve navigation in the age of exploration. So now as we continue, just can change up whatever you have on here to be as strong as it can, but your grade is going to come from your EduCanon. You should be bringing this home as a study guide. Who was Prince Henry? Name at least one important accomplishment. And what is a push factor and what is a pull factor? Give me an example of each. So yeah, remember, push means it's making you move away, so I'm pushing away from you. And then pull is it's a reason why you want to go somewhere. So label the following as an example of cultural diffusion or not. If immigrants move to a new country, that is cultural diffusion. Christians navigating during the age of exploration. To spread, if they're trying to spread Christianity, then yes, that is cultural diffusion. If countries are interacting with each other at all, that's basically cultural diffusion. And watching a TV show if it's in a different language and learning that language. The medieval ages. Which activity made it easier for rulers to control large areas of land in medieval Europe? Yep, we know that the feudal system was that those rulers could control it. So whatever you have written down for an answer, this should obviously have the word fiefs, these new vocabulary words about monarchs or kings who were at the top and how they got that land from the Lord. And this was because Rome was in chaos at the time. So you should not just have these bullet points, but whatever you write in full words on those lines should have this stuff. So for number 6, the most important thing here, when did he become emperor? When he became emperor, what did Emperor Constantine put an end to? Yeah, there was poor treatment of Christians at the time in Rome. It was still mainly polytheistic, but the Emperor Constantine put an end to that. So identify whether the following things are push factors or pull factors. If there were religious freedom somewhere, would that make you want to go to a place or leave it? That would pull you into a place. If there were extreme poverty, you were poor, would that make you want to leave somewhere or go there? It would push you away. These are all things that would push you away from a place. Make sure that you have everything written down that you need so you can bring this at home for your study guide.